Hello and welcome back to the channel. We have the Bahrain Grand Prix of Season 2, Round 2 here. Welcome to the Development Centre. We are still the third best car. We've had two new updates go on the car, only minor ones for this round. One of them has failed, as you just saw there, which is a little bit annoying, but we should hopefully use our resource points and get it in for the next round at China. Red Bull were fastest in a third practice session. They look like they've got really good pace, especially over one lap. We were fastest in the second practice session though, so we've got some good race pace, I think. I think tyre wear is going to be quite a big factor in this race. But hopefully we can keep building. We've got a lot of resource points from the sessions. Hopefully we can keep building parts of the car, especially the chassis section. As you were quite low on that side. And build that up to be at least up there with Sport Pesa Racing Point, and then look to take on Ferrari. On to qualifying.
Bahrain qualifying is nearly upon us. The drivers look as if they're all geared up to go. I expect we'll be getting underway very shortly.
Out for a first banker lap, using the same system as the first round. I'm going to be doing 3 laps, all on the soft tyre. I don't think we're fast enough to qualify on the medium and start there. Obviously, if we don't make it into the top 10, then we will look to use the medium tyre. But first banker lap, not too bad. Getting to grips with the circuit still. I've been playing some GT Sport recently, so the braking has felt a little bit different than the acceleration, so getting used to the different styles of driving. So in the final sector of this lap, the banker lap, coming through into the final corner, keeping it nice and steady, but a little bit too much power and we've rotated the car, similar to the first round. Yeah, similar to the round 1 qualifying when we spun the car in Australia. Just going to have to get used to that kind of traction point of the McLaren. Not the end of the world. Still got our second lap, which has just come through. Puts us P5.8 off the pole position time. So Verstappen has pole, fastest sector 2, sector 3. With 5th, Lando's 9th at the minute. On to our final run, hopefully get a bit of a better time here. Break at 100 metre board into turn 1, improve on the lap time a little bit, but lose it all on the lock-up. Not the best exit out of turn 2. We do have a Mercedes in front of us. Will that hinder us? Will that help us? We'll find out in a minute. Turn 3, lose a bit of time. Not going great, but I think we'll pick it up. Coming into the right left. Yeah, there it is. We're up by 2-3 tenths. Getting quite close to the Mercedes, who then pulls away. But I think this is when the Mercedes is going to help us a little bit with the toe down the back 2 straights. Underneath the Rolex signs, get a nice little toe. I'm not sure if it's Valtteri Bottas or Lewis Hamilton, but whoever it is, we're grateful for the extra straight line speed. The engine's not been the best this season so far. 0.3 and across the line for the race.
There's something in Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix.
Yep, so that's what we'll be looking to do, keep the tyres alive long enough for a one-stop strategy. We'll be looking to go onto the hard tyre around lap 10, I think it is, something like that. Here's the grid. Devon Butler starts from pole, Max Verstappen second. Another Red Bull front row lockout. We start third. To be fair, about a second away from pole position, so it's not great. Lando picks up P8, which is quite good for the team. Both cars in the top 10. Charles starts from 11th, Gasly 12th. Racing Point could be dangerous in this race as well because they start with the optimum tyre.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
We are lights out in Bahrain. We've not had a very good start. It looks like the Mercedes has got us and the Haas has a good run into turn 1. We attack down the inside, maybe take a little look at Lewis, but he shuts the door. We make a bit of contact, bobble over the curb. Lucas Weber gets a run and the position on us. Another awful start, getting used to the starts without the HUD. It's difficult, but we have a run up the inside of the Haas, overshoot the corner, and he gets us back on the exit. Managed to shut the door on Valtteri Bottas though. Not to worry, on to lap 2. I think we've got the pace over the Haas in front of us. Definitely on the brakes into turn 1 there. Close up tremendously. Nice exit, should give us a run up into turn 3 or turn 4, depending on how you view the circuit. 100 metre board up the inside. This time we don't overshoot and manage to get the move done. But no, Vapor's on the outside of us. But he tucks back in. We take P4. Yep, nice driving there from Lucas Weber. Gives us the space. Our old F2 teammate. A lot of respectful driving there. On to lap 3, everything looking as it should be at the minute. Obviously we'd like to be further off the field, but in third, but best that we can hope for right now.
Yellow flag.
Looks like something's ahead.
Full course caution. The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. A new strategy is available on the MFT. Some information on Butler. They are out of the race. Confirm.
Okay, so it looks like we're switching to the medium tyre, turning this race into a 2-stop. It's what the team recommended. It's what they came over the radar. Lewis Hamilton's done the same thing. My teammate as well. So, yeah, a little bit surprising to me, but I went with the team. They've got the data.
Okay, clear.
And a terrible restart from us. We've had a really bad exit out the final corner, and Lando Norris has got a good run on us. We go defensive up the inside. He takes to the outside. Give our teammate space. We don't have a repeat of Australia. And he takes the position. We are now sat last with a really, really poor exit. A lot of traction issues there, let's say. Car park jam in front of us. We've got a Williams, Mercedes, our teammate. I think there's an Alfa Romeo and a Toro Rosso in there. Absolute chaos, the new strategy. Might have been better to stay out. Down the inside of the Williams, Robert Kubica, he turns across a little bit of contact, but we make the move stick. Frustration there. Chasing down our teammate. Sparks are flying in Bahrain. Try and get a good exit out of the final corner, but it looks like everyone else in front of us also has a good exit. Lando sizes up and move up the inside of...
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Thanks, Jeff. He's up the inside of Alex Albon. But Albon now has the inside line and holds it. We've got a really good exit. Take to the outside of our teammate. Now we've got Alex Albon. Right, I think we'll decide to go to the outside here because the AI seems to turn in on you but not out into you. And I think we've made the move stick. Yeah, they're a bit more respectful when you go towards the outside. Up next is Romain Grosjean, down the inside of him, and not quite enough, he turns across. Do we have damage? No, we don't. I think we got away with that one. On the brakes, into the corner. No, we definitely have damage now. That was a late lunge. Could have given me a little bit more space, but it's not over yet. Down the inside, pushes me off the circuit, but I get the position. Closing in on. Can get a good run off the exit. Up next, Lewis Hamilton. He's also on the medium tyre. Go to the outside, our favoured outside. Think we've got the move done. Great exit. But with that front wing damage, I think we've run a little bit wide. But we've got him. No, wait, he's down the inside. Great late braking from Lewis Hamilton there. Pushes us off the racetrack for extra measure. And we have to settle down for 9th. Yeah, it was good driving for both of us. Had a nice exit. Should have braked a little bit earlier there. The front wing damage and moved across, but the Mercedes is a better car. And a little squeeze on the exit. Hamilton down the inside of
You're now in P7.
Hulkenberg there. Get a good exit out of this corner. Yellow flags ahead. Don't know what's going on between the Toro Rosso and look to be a Renault, I think. Hulkenberg is now in P2. Lewis is P1. Had no idea this was going on.
Green flag.
At the time of the race. Thought we were still fighting over like 9th place. Have the DRS. Lando gets a good run up later on in that lap and manages to get us up the inside, going onto the main straight. We tuck in behind our teammate, try and get a good slipstream and get him back going into turn 1. Late on the brakes. Are we going to clear the Renault? No, we're not. Contact with Nico Hulkenberg. I think that's 100% on me there. Should have pulled out the incident a little bit earlier. Lando wasn't going anywhere. But we might get away with this. Back down the inside. We won't now. We've got more damage. The whole left-hand side of our front wing appears to have gone. This is a replay of our move on Lando. Yeah. Kind of the start of it all. Hulkenberg seems to be slow off the middle in the middle sector. We get a fairly good exit. I'm not sure what he's doing here, but weaves across on us a little bit.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Decided to pit at the end of lap 13, change the front wing. Obviously there's a lot of damage to it. And put another set of the medium tyres on. Maybe go to the end of the race on this set. Okay, out the pit, chasing down Robert Kubica. All over the back of the Williams, see an opportunity, lunge down the inside, but Robert's not having it.
You might want to consider switching to a lower fuel mix. You may not finish on the current settings.
Jeff with an update there, mid-corner. Up the inside of both cars. This time I get it right. Nico hits the side pod, not the front wing.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.1 seconds.
Now chase down Kimi. Other cars are beginning to make their stops now. That's a Ferrari. Our teammate as well. Unlucky not to come out in front. It's going to be a difficult task keeping these tyres alive. Onto the back of Kimi. Lando's already made it past. Up the inside. Medium tyre on the hard tyre. And we get the move done. So, clean driving. Finn. To the outside of our teammate, to the outside of the racing point. Great move on the exit. Now into the hairpin. I go to the outside, but no! Giovinazzi still there.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor
Now
damage.
we've made contact with our teammate, and it's all going wrong. Looking back at the footage, might not have been the best idea to tuck myself into Giovinazzi's on the harder tyre. Yeah, should have moved further over to the left, might have avoided that collision. Again, didn't want to go up the inside. And then blocking our teammate there. Lando's now got a really good run on us. See, we have the damage. I go to defend, run out wide. It's probably best we give him the position at this point. Probably going to be able to get points for the team. Another lock up from the front right. We've got Sebastian Vettel behind, a really poor exit. He will go on the attack, as we can see. We go defensive. He still chooses the inside line. In the braking zone, disappears off. Don't know where he goes, but no, there he is, parking it on the apex of the
You've got
corner.
front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. A new strategy is available on the MFT. Copy that.
Yep, just parks it. Not sure what he's doing. Set fastest lap, 1:32.835, lap 25. All chance of points have gone at this point. We're a long way back. Onto the final lap. I think we were 30 seconds away from Albon. Cut it down to 10 in the space of 4 or 5 laps. Max sets the fastest lap. And he wins for Red Bull. That's 2 out of 2 for Red Bull. Into the final corner. It's a shame for them, really. They could have had another 1-2 here, but Butler's failure. Anyway, across the line for P17. Not great.
Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
So there we have it. Now for the official classifications. Verstappen does win, Leclerc second, Hamilton third. Norris managed to pick up a P7, which is nice, 6 points for the team. Not ideal for us, but is what it is at the end of the day. I think we need to be a little bit less aggressive with overtakes and maybe hold station and wait for strategy. It was a risky strategy going to the 2-stop. Moving on to the driver's standings, you've got Max currently leading it with Butler second. We've dropped to 9th place after the opening 2 rounds. It's not over, but it's looking difficult now. Lando is P11. Yeah, so Red Bull definitely in command. We're 5th in the Constructors' Championship. I tell you what, Racing Point are going to be a force to reckon with later on in the season, especially with their updates. I think they're going to be a surprise package. I will now leave you with the outro. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.